All right, team, we are now looking at simplifying expressions containing like terms. So let's have a look at our key ideas, which was on the first slide for this week. So terms containing exactly the same pronumerals are called like terms. So what that means is if I have A in an expression and I also have another another term in there that is 6A, all right, they're both using the pronumeral A, so they are like terms. If though I had an A and a 6B, they are not like terms because they are different pronumerals. Remember that are less, so the A and the B are our pronumerals and they are different, so they are not like terms, okay? Expressions can be simplified by adding or subtracting like terms, okay? So we can simplify something like 6A plus A, okay, because they are like terms. So we can actually simplify that down. So it's in an easier form, I guess you could say. Okay. Rearranging an expression to group like terms is called collecting like terms. All right, so let's do this starting thinking together for our first video. All right, hopefully traveling okay so far with algebra. There's a lot to take in. It's probably the first time that some of you have worked with a lot of algebra. So don't be stressed out if you're finding it a little bit challenging. The more you work with it, the more it will start to make sense. Okay, so question 1 here. Each bag of cherry bites contains a chocolate. So there's a number of chocolates in each bag. Okay, Melinda buys 3 bags. So Melinda buys 3 bags of cherry bites. Explain why the total number of chocolates in the 3 bags would be A plus A plus A, or 3 times A, or 3A, okay? So if we talk about this, what we're saying is that, okay, I buy a bag of these cherry bites. I don't know how many chocolates are in here, but I know that there is a number of them, okay? A being however many there are. All right, so 1 bag would give me A cherry bites, okay, which is this piece here. If I buy 2 bags, okay, that's another bag with a number of bites. So I've got A plus A, okay, which is the same as 2 times A. But Melinda bought 3 bags. So that's like having 3 bags each with a number of cherry bites in there. So it's A plus A plus A. Okay? So A plus A plus A number. A plus A is the same as 3 times A. Okay? And remember, we've learnt that we can simplify this down to 3A. Okay? There's an invisible multiplication sign in there. All right, so that's what it would look like. Now, question 2 says that Peter buys 5 bags of cherry bites. So we need to write the 3 expressions. So this would be expression 1 for Melinda, expression 2 for Melinda, and expression 3 for Melinda. Now remember, she bought 3 bags of cherry bites, but Peter has actually bought 5. Okay, so he has purchased bag 1, bag 2, bag 3, bag 4, bag 5. And each has a number of cherry bites in there. Okay, A is how many there are in there. Remember, it's a variable. We don't know this information at the moment. Okay, so we could write it as, the first one was using addition. So we could write A plus A plus A plus A plus A. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's the first way we could write it. We could also write it, because remember, repeated addition is the same as multiplication. We could use our multiplication and go, well, there's 5 lots of A. That would be our second way that we could write it, okay? Or we can use our simplifying where we took out that multiplication sign and make it just 5a. Okay, that's our third way that we could write it. Alrighty. Question 3. The term 3a is the simplest form of the expression, so of question 1. So which is the simplest form here out of these 3 for question 2? Hopefully if you realise that it is 5a is the simplest, okay? That's the simplest form. All right, let's have a look now. Peter adds his 5 bags to Melinda's 3 bags. So what that's saying is Melinda had 3a, okay, of chocolates, and they're combining both of them together. So we need to add to that 5a. Okay, so we've already started here. We've got the 3a, which is Melinda's. Now we've got Peter's, which we know is the 5a because we did that work here. All right. Can we simplify it? Can we do some collecting of the like terms? So let's have a bit of a look. All right, remember we talked about that they had to have the same pronumeral to collect like terms. So we've got an A here and we've got an A here. All right, so we can do some collecting. We can collect some like terms. So if we broke this apart and made it into the longest version, okay, this would be like having A, let's put some brackets around here, A plus A plus A. And when we're going to add that to Peter's A collection, so we'd have A plus A plus A plus A plus A, okay? Now, because it's all addition, we can actually pretend that these brackets aren't here. So then what we've actually got all together is we've got A plus 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 A. So we've actually got 8 A's all together. So we've got 8 times A all together. Okay, so that's the long way. What we can actually do is we can go, well, 3 times A plus 5 times A. So 3 plus 5 gives us 8 lots of A. Okay, so 8 times A. All right, so that's how we can collect the like terms. All right, let's have a look at part 5 of this question and then we'll finish the video so we're not going over our 10-minute limit. Nick has bought 2 bags of chocolate bullets. Each bag contains B chocolates. Write a simple expression for the total number of chocolates in the 2 bags of chocolate bullets. Okay, so now we're introducing a different pronumeral. Okay, so that's really important to note that it's not the cherry bites that we had before, which were represented by A. So remember, A is our cherry bites. Okay, B is now going to be the choc bullets. Okay, they are different. They are not the same type of chocolate, so we need to use different pronumerals. So he's got 2 bags of chocolate bullets and each one has B number of chocolates. So what we're saying is we've got a B bag and we've got another bag with B in it, okay? So we don't know how many there are at this point, so we call it B. So again, we've got B plus B for how many bullets we've got all together, or we've got 2 times B, or we've got 2B. All right, so that is how you would write it. And remember, it's a B now because it's chocolate bullets. We're talking about a different type of chocolate, so we can't just use our A because that represents our cherry bites. All right, Melinda, Peter, and Nick put all of their chocolate together now. All right, it's all together. So remember, from question 4, we had 8A, so we had 8 bags of the cherry bullets for however many there are for the cherry bites, sorry. We now need to add to that our 2B, okay, because we've got 2 bags, okay, 2 lots of the choc bullets. Okay, so this is our new expression for how many chocolates all three people have together. Okay, can I simplify this any further? So remember, to simplify, we have to have the same pronumerals. So term 1 here has an A and the second term has a B. They are different pronumerals. That means we cannot simplify it anymore. A is different to B, so we can't combine them any further than this because they need to stay separate. Okay, A is different to B. They're representing different things. Okay, they are not like terms. So we've already gone and answered question 7. Okay, they are not like terms. So the only time, let's answer question 8, you can simplify an expression is when you've got like terms. So A's and A's can go together, B's and B's can go together when you're doing something simple like this. Okay, but you cannot combine an A with a B. It doesn't work like that. They're not like terms. So hopefully that's making a bit of sense. We'll jump into the next video and do some questions together.